All right. Hello, beautiful people. La, 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 la. Okay. Don't be playing with the mic. All right. Hey, guys. Welcome back to my channel. And we are going to be reading the most popular Christian fiction books on the planet. Okay, that was kind of dramatic. All day I could not put it down. I'm just reading Beyond Ivy Walls. Let me get myself together. Okay, so let me tell you the story about me and Redeeming Love. Actually, I need the mic close up for this. Let me tell you the story about me and Redeeming Love. I started reading this book. I don't know when I first started reading this book. I want to say it's probably been like a year now since I read this book last, and I did not finish it. Do not boo me. I know, like, everybody loves this book. This is the most popular book ever, but I did not finish it. I'll show you guys where I left off. I left off page 132. I didn't even get into the bulk of the book, if I'm even being serious. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to finish it. So don't worry, have no fear. We are going to be reading Redeeming Love in this video. So at first when I started filming this video, I did have the intention of reading certain books, but as time went on, I ended up reading completely different books than the one I mentioned here. So we're actually just going to cut this out and just skip straight to the first book that I read in this video, which was Redeeming Love. So yes, enjoy. Hello, book besties. Oh my gosh, I have a reading update for you. I finished reading Redeeming Love today, and I read this all day. I read this all day. When I say all day, I mean all day. I could not put it down. Like, I could not put it down. I was so worried reading this book because everyone loves this book so much, and I really didn't want to not like it. So I was scared to like finish it because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like it because everybody's hyping it up. But when I tell you exceeded my expectations, lived up to the hype, all the things. I've never rated a book 6 stars in my entire life. And this is going to be my first 6-star book. I mean, where do I begin? I'm just going to sum it up by saying this. It's literally everything I've ever asked for in a book. It's literally everything I could ever ask for in a Christian fiction book. Like, I could not ask for more than this. Francine Rivers did her thing. And her little acknowledgement at the end, her telling us her testimony and all the things and why she wrote this book. This book was beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful. front to back. I love the characters. I love the development of the characters. I love the realisticness of the book. I just absolutely entirely loved the book. Like, there were moments when my jaw was like dropped, and when I tell you Angel got on my nerves for probably, I would say, like a good 70% of this book, she was getting on my nerves. But now we know how God feel. Okay, like now we know how God feel. Like, this book was absolutely amazing. I cannot say enough about it, and I really don't want to say anything about it just in case you haven't read it, because I really want you to read it. Even though if you've read the book of Hosea in the Bible, then you really pretty much get the gist of it. But as far as all the characters and all the things that go on, I'm just gonna keep it to myself and tell you to go read it, because you need to go read this book. If you have not read this book, please go read it. Public service announcement. I'm just so shocked and floored. Look how thick this book is. I finished this book so much faster than I thought I would. Honestly, like, this video is starting off with a banger, because I really didn't think I was going to finish it this fast, and that it was going to take me at least 3 days to finish the first book. But here we are, like a day and a half later. It has not been that long since you guys have last seen me. It's been like 1 day gap. And I didn't even really read yesterday, to be honest. Like, sorry. I just really can't say enough about the way the story was written. And now I feel like I can go and watch the movie, because I know there's a movie and I didn't want to watch the movie until I read the book. So now I can watch the movie. But yeah, if you have not read this book and you were scared to read it because of the hype like I was, just read it. It's amazing. Quite literally life-changing. I'm never going to look at another book the same because of this book. I'm so serious. Like, every book will be compared to this one. I'm absolutely being so serious right now. Every single book I read now will be compared to this one. And I'm yapping. But yeah, it's late. But I really just wanted to get the like natural reaction to me finishing this book to you guys, even though I finished it at my boyfriend's house. But as soon as I got here, obviously I put the camera on and I recorded the video, and here we are. So yeah, we finished that book. So next, and okay, so I started this vlog like weeks ago, and I had a certain books I wanted to read, but I don't want to read those books anymore. And one thing about me, I always told myself, like, if I was gonna do like the booktube thing, and if I was gonna like quote unquote read books for a living, I was never going to be forcing myself to read books that I wasn't in the mood to read necessarily. And not necessarily that, it's just like I don't want to ever like be just reading a book just for the sake of content, because then I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, and I feel like I'm not saying it right, but it's just like I put a voice in the wind in the, like I said, I was gonna read this in this video, which I still plan to, but it's just like there's two other books I want to read first, so I'm like, why can I not read these two first? Because I'm in the mood to read these and not this yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like I want to read this because it's a popular book, and like, so in a sense I guess that's quote unquote for content, but it's just like I want to be in the right mood, because if I'm not in the right mood, I'm gonna end up DNFing it. Like, and I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So the two books I'm gonna be focused on reading next are First Love, Second Draft, and When the Day Comes. Just to catch you guys up, I don't know how this video is gonna go, but I did read Redeeming Love. We started the video off with a banger, and it was 6 stars. Absolutely amazing. If you were hesitant about reading Redeeming Love because it's so popular and la, read it. Like, it lives up to the hype. It deserves the hype. All the things, literally. I haven't watched the movie, and honestly, quite frankly, I don't really think I'm going to, because I already heard things about it and how, like, in the movie, like, she doesn't even, like, it doesn't even show the part where she gave her life to Christ, and I'm like, well, what the heck did you show? Like, that was literally the main part of the story. That is very, like, important in the story. Like, but anyway, so, and movies always be messing stuff up, but yes, this, oh, I wouldn't tell, but yes, these are my next 2 reads, and I don't know what I'm going to title this video yet. I think I'm just going to name it Reading Christian Book Talks Favorite Reads, because all these books that I've been getting have been literally off of Book Talk. Book Talk has been my main source of like recommendations, if I'm being honest. But like obviously booktube helps as well, and I've seen like both of these and The Voice in the Wind like on people's recommendations, so it's like it's all really together, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna stop yapping and get back into the vlog. So I'm pretty sure First Love Second Draft is a second chance romance, and it's about a rom-com writer, Gracie, and her ex-husband Noah. And that's all I'm gonna share for right now, and I'm just gonna start reading it, because sometimes like after I already went over it one time, it's just like I just want to read it now. So let's just read it. Hello. I love the storytelling. I love the world. I love both characters. And guys, when it comes to like an epilogue, epilogues are like so useless to me, but this epilogue, it actually like touched my heart, and it was so sweet, and I just love this book. Like I said, I love the characters, I love the storytelling, I love how everything just flowed together. Like there wasn't a moment when I was really like, I mean, of course I got frustrated. I was just really sympathizing with the situation that these characters were being put in, and I just really liked the Beauty and the Beast part of the story, where like, because he has this thing going on with him and she can look past it. And this is not really a spoiler, but something that Rachel Fordham really emphasized in this book was just being a different kind of normal, and that who defines like what normal is, like who gets to define that. It's just a different kind of normal than people are used to. It doesn't make you weird necessarily, or, you know, I'm just gonna let y'all read the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I really love this book. I love the theme of it, the things I learned, and I actually really want to read more Rachel Fordham books. Definitely. The Christian part of this book, it wasn't huge. Like, it wasn't a huge Christian fiction, but I could tell these characters did have some type of faith in their life. It wasn't like a huge aspect of this book, but it was like I could tell they did have some, and that is what they leaned on. Like, you know, like they had faith in their life. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this book. I would highly recommend it, and I really, really want to read The Letter Tree. Obviously next, Rachel Fordham. She might, I feel like, I don't know, I have to read a second book to really say it, but I really did enjoy her writing, so she might become one of my favorite authors. Right now it's really only Francine Rivers, like someone who's, basically in order for someone to become like my favorite author, I have to read like multiple books by them and love every single one of them, and the only person who's done that for me right now is Francine Rivers. I've read 3 books of hers, and I've loved every single one. I'm pretty sure I've given every single Francine book that I've read 5 stars. Like, and I still have 2 more, like A Voice in the Wind and A Lady's Mind. I still have to read that book. But as far as this video goes, I feel like the only books I'm really going to be reading in this video is Beyond Ivy Walls, obviously Redeeming Love I already read, and First Love Second Draft, which is the book that I need to finish. So far this book has been absolute comedy. I would probably argue that this is more calm than rom, but it's just because it's like a slow burn and it's a second shot. I didn't know I was this far into it. I'm actually quite far into it. I don't have that much left. I'm on page 159. So after I finish up reading this book, I'm gonna wrap this video up. And as far as When the Day Comes, A Voice in the Wind, and whatever other Christian fiction book I decide to read, I'm just gonna save it for another video because this video has gone on far way too long. And I also don't like to have so many videos, so many books in one video. Like I don't know, I feel like 3 is like my ideal number, like, and we don't need to go past that. So yeah, so if you're looking forward to me reading and reacting to more Christian themed books, I actually have some Christian mystery books for the fall season. I'm gonna have a whole video dedicated to me reading those books. And yeah, so if you're interested in that stuff, subscribe. Wait a second, I completely forgot about Harvest Moon. So I am now on chapter 16, page, I'll show you guys. This book kind of like reminds me of the type of movies I like to watch. It's like very much, I don't know how to describe it. Like it does like give the same vibes all my favorite movie gives, because I told you guys like how all my favorite movies are like second chance tropes coincidentally, and this book is giving second chance movie, and I really like how it's written so far. It has been like, I don't want to say it's been like pretty sad, but of course like a lot of emotional stuff is going on because of their friends passing away and dealing with their daughter and figuring out who's gonna take care of her, and all this stuff is going on while they're also going through the feelings of seeing each other again. Which honestly, saying it all out loud, like that is actually a lot. But one thing I'm really enjoying is the other POV. Like she's showing like basically the story of how Laurel and Gavin got together, and I really love that, and so far so good. Okay, so as I'm refreshing myself on the memory of me reading this book, I gave this book 3.5 stars. I remember I started reading this book and I never updated you guys on it. See, this is why I'm saying like this video is so chaotic, because I've just been simply reading too many books on it, and I'm simply just trying to wrap it up because I think I've read enough Christian fiction, like popular Christian fiction, to kind of like, I guess, get my point across in this video. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I get this book 3.5 stars. I remember, I'm trying to remember exactly why, but the fact that I can't remember is kind of making me see why I gave it 3.5 stars, because there's nothing that really like was memorable. Oh, I remember now. I did not like the FMC in this book. I did not like Laurel, and honestly I really didn't like their love story that much. It just was a little confusing and unbelievable, and there was a lot of times when I was like, oh, Gavin, the MMC, he kind of like deserves better. And the end was just kind of like, it happened so fast and out of nowhere that it was just kind of like, what the heck just happened in a way. So now that I really think about it, I really should give this book like 3 stars if I'm being honest. 3.5 was generous, I think. But yes, I just got like refreshed. I went and read my review on it that I wrote, and yeah, Laurel was not, it's just like some FMCs I just can't relate to. And the way they broke up and got back together, and the things that she did, and the reason why they split was just so trifling to me. And the fact that she like ended up doing it like twice, I was like, I get redemption, but like it's just kind of like I said, like it was like them getting back together was just like kind of out of nowhere. It was like all this build up. If anything, this book should have been like bigger. If anything, like it's very rare that I say that. I feel like this book should have been bigger, and we should have got. I wanted more details, more tension, and I feel like they should have had more time. Like I would like to have seen them actually. I can't say that because it's a spoiler, but I would just like to have seen them actually navigating before like they just got to get back together so fast and abruptly. That's what I want to say. That's all I have to say. So I really had wanted to read a Denise Hunter book, and this is not going to deter me away from reading Denise Hunter books. There's another book I want to read. I think it's called The Second Story Bookshelf. I really want to read that book. I'm still going to read it. I'm still going to give Denise Hunter another chance, you know. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this book. But I think you should still pick. I never want to deter anyone from picking up and reading a book, because you could love that book. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean you're not gonna like it. But yeah. Anyway, child. Hopefully the next clip you guys see, I will be finishing up First Love, Second Draft, and we can wrap this video up. Even though I know you guys just love the chaos that is me. So all right. Okay, so I finished First Love, Second Draft. I have some good news and some bad news. I have good news and bad news. Okay, the good news is I did enjoy this book a lot in the beginning, but as the book went on, I really began to hate it, and I began to remember why I had stopped reading it for like a week. Yeah, like I feel like when I first started, in the beginning when you first start reading this book, it's gonna feel like a 5-star, but as the book goes on, things just get so confusing. And in my head, I literally forgot that these people were literally like supposed to be in their late 30s, early 40s, and I'm like, yeah. There's gonna be a little bit of spoilers in this review because I need to like rant about this book, so I'm really sorry, but just know I ended up giving this book 2 stars. And there were a lot of things that were just quite disappointing, and yeah, spoiler starts here. And I just really hated how Matt and whatever her name is, Rachel, got their own plot line. That's number 1. I don't like how Matt and Rachel got their own plot line because it wasn't even, they weren't even on the synopsis. Matt was in, he was mentioned in the synopsis, but like it wasn't mentioned that he was gonna have his own freaking love story and his own freaking POV. That was not something that was even on the back of the book, and that was something that really messed up the story and like just kind of wasted time. And I was like, we could be focusing on Gracie and Noah, but Gracie and Noah, like I am not taking away from the fact that this book was absolutely hilarious. I'm not even gonna take away from that. Like the comedy is probably the reason I finished the book. Like it's not like a 1 star because I actually finished the book because of the comedy of it. And I love the idea of it, but it's just that the fact that, like I said, that these are supposed to be 2 people and supposed to be in their late 30s and their early 40s. Okay. And everything just got really confusing, like I said, with the Matt and Rachel thing, and the fact that she didn't know about his childhood even though they were married already and they knew each other. Like it just like was brought up kind of like a new thing, and I'm like, why didn't she know about his childhood already? They were literally married, and they were like divorced for like 5 years, and it's just like, what was he doing for those 5 years? It was just kind of set up like they divorced and he's like been pining for her ever since, but now automatically 5 years later they're all of a sudden resolving everything and all the problems. But it's not like he moved away, or I don't don't know, it was just confusing, and I really just didn't like how the second chance part was really wrote. It's just like you have to really write second chance romances in a specific way. Second chance romance is literally my favorite trope, and you really have to write it in a specific way. And I feel like, sorry, and I feel like she just really did not write it in the way that I particularly like. And I feel like I definitely have so much to say, I just can't think of all of it. And also, when something is portrayed as like a Christian romance or like a Christian fiction, I feel like we have to have more Christian things in it than at the very end of the book. I literally marked the Christian things that were mentioned and where God was mentioned like 3 times, I guess, at the very end of the book. But in the rest of the book, he was just not there. Like automatically, like, it's just like when characters are supposed to be Christian, it's supposed to naturally flow into the book. And the fact that it didn't come till the end, when in the epilogue, like okay, yeah, I feel like maybe it's because I set my expectations too high, but I just ended up really, no, this is like my first 2-star ever, and I just feel like it's only fair. I try so hard to give out high star ratings no matter how I feel about the book, but this time I just could not, and I had to be real with myself. I just didn't like how the romance ended up forming. I didn't like how half the book was Matt and Rachel. I didn't like how they saved all the Christian stuff for the end of the book. And I honestly, quite frankly, didn't even like how it ended either. And yeah, 2 stars. So yeah, chat, this is basically the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed me reading Christian fiction for the first time. I did find a 6-star rate, of course, in Miss Francine Rivers. And let me try and get, there they are. These are all the books that I read in this video. Like I said, 6-star. I think I gave a 3-star, another 5-star, and then a 2-star. So there you have it. And I will definitely be doing a part 2 of this video, like I said earlier. And hopefully it'll be filmed in like a week and not in the probably month that this video was filmed. So yeah, if you enjoyed and you love content like this, please subscribe to my channel and comment down below what you're reading, any recommendations, things like that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.